Hey everyone, it's me again, and we're actually going to talk about makeup today. Imagine that. A makeup channel that talks about makeup. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name is Faith Grenade, and I put makeup videos here on YouTube. See that subscribe button? Just go ahead and hit it for me. So, normally this is monthly favorites season. This is the time where all the beauty gurus start cranking out their monthly favorites videos. A lot of them end up just being products they were paid to plug, but you're not gonna run into that with me because I don't get paid to plug anything. At the same time though, as I was looking through the products that I've been using a lot this month, a lot of them are repeats, so I didn't want to just sit here in front of a camera and talk about things that I've talked about before. So instead, I decided to make this a makeup tutorial using my favorite products of the moment, so enjoy it. First couple products, as you can see, I have started on my face already, and I used a bunch of the products that I've already mentioned in favorites videos in the past. That way it's not too terribly repetitive, but I'll give you a little rundown of what I've used already. I primed my face with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. Been really enjoying this still. Put on my foundation, which is of course the Atomic Cosmetic Spackle Foundation, because I have yet to find anything better, despite the fact that they discontinued it. I did my brows using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in Taupe. I'm really liking this stuff. It has made doing my brows way faster, which I appreciate. Baked or cooked lightly under my eyes with the RCMA No Color Powder, which I've mentioned before, and I used the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer just under my eyes just to get a little bit of coverage on those dark, puffy garbage bags I've got going on. So the main thing that I've been using a ton since I came here to the States, I've bought a ton of makeup. I bought a couple of the new holiday palettes, but despite the fact that I bought all that stuff, the shadows I've been reaching for the most have been my Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow stacks. These are some of my favorite eyeshadows ever. I mean, the pans are huge. They got all kinds of different color assortments. The stacking is really convenient, and it's just good. It's just good eyeshadow. I've been using the Dark Matter stack a lot lately. I've been using Lovesick from the Lovesick stack a ton lately. One of my favorite red shadows of all time. And I've been using the Rust stack a lot. But since I've been here, I actually ordered and received the Gunmetal stack, which I hadn't used yet. So I decided to create a look today using the Gunmetal stack. First, I primed my eyes with my new favorite eyeshadow primer of the moment. This is the Essence I Heart Stage eyeshadow base. I picked up on this from the Beauty Vault, who's one of my favorite YouTubers. She's wonderful and down-to-earth and awesome, but she uses this a lot, and I found it here at Ulta, and I decided to pick it up and try it, and it's really good. Lately, my Urban Decay Primer Potion, I think the one that I've had for like 3 years, has finally expired, because lately my shadow has been creasing while using it, which is weird because that never happens, but that doesn't happen with this. And it's got a good amount of tint to it, so it cancels out any of the darkness and veininess in my eyelids, which I enjoy a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Assimilate, which is the only matte shade in the Gunmetal stack. Kinda wish they would have thrown in another matte in here, but I'm not necessarily complaining because I already have all the other melt stacks, so I have matte browns, I have matte blacks, I have what I need, but hello Kitty. There's Kitty behind me. But I'm going to take this on my Sonia Kashuk 109 and I'm just going to run this through the crease. Yes, Skittles. Yes, darling. And now we're going to move into the big pow. I know, already. Crazy, right? We're going to go into Harsh Stone White, which is this kind of taupey champagne color. It's really beautiful, but it tends not to stick too easily because there's a lot of kind of chunkiness and texture and glitter to the shadow. So I'm going to use the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist. Spritz my brush a little bit. This is the e.l.f. Eyeshadow C brush. I've actually been kind of enjoying this as a dewy setting spray too. It's really nice. But That makes our shadow nice and sticky. And then I'm just gonna pop it on most of the lid. And you see that? You see how much more shimmer sticks to that? Love it. And then I'm going to take the shade Industrial, which is this beautiful kind of lavender gray shade, super metallic, super chunky again. Taking that on the other side of the brush, tapping the living heck out of it to get all that loose, chunky glitter off. And we're just gonna press this on the outer edge, deepening up that whole area a little bit more. And then I'm just pressing between the two sides of the brush. And that's just a really easy way to blend those two shades together. See how quick that was? And already you've got a pretty seamless gradient going here, which is pretty sweet. And then we're just going to take that same brush and sort of dust it off on the back of our hand. Just get any excess chunkiness and shimmeriness out of the brush. As you can see, there's a decent amount in there. So we're just going to knock some of that out. You can use a color switch if you have one, or one of those little hair donuts. But I'm just using the back of my hand because I'm lazy. And then I'm going to go back in with Assimilate, forgetting these names, and I'm going to kind of go on and above where I put that Industrial shade and just add a little bit more matte action to the party. Lower lash line, just like that. Look at that, we're moving quick today. I'm going to take Assimilate. Yeah, I'm forgetting these names. I'm going to take Assimilate on a Real Techniques accent brush, and I'm going to run it all the way around and across the lower lash line. It's the easiest lower lash line I think I've ever done. Now for liner, lashes, and mascara. First for eyeliner, I'm going to take my Kat Von D Autograph Pencil in Puro Amour. Use whatever black pencil you have, because I know she discontinued these. But I'm just going to take this on the lower inner rim, called the waterline, because it's quite wet. And I'm going to dig it into the outer lower lashes as well. And I'm going to carry this just until that harsh stone white kind of begins. We don't want to bring it all the way in, because it's going to close our eye off, and we don't want that. And then I'm going to take it up into what's called the tight line, because it's a tight squeeze, which is basically the upper waterline. So what you do, rude phone. So what you do to get liner in your tight line is what I like to do is just sort of blink onto the eyeliner pencil and just smudge it over. Eventually you're going to get used to this. It's going to feel really freaking weird at first, but you will eventually get used to it. It just takes practice. But that's the way I like to do it, is to have a pencil that's a little bit dull. You can see that's not a super sharp point, so it's not going to poke my eye out, and just open my eyes real wide, blink onto it, and smudge it over. So now for mascara and false lashes, I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera just because it's boring to watch. But for mascara, I'm using my favorite mascara of the moment, which is the CoverGirl Supersize mascara. Gonna toss a coat or two of that on, and then I'm going to use my favorite lashes at the moment, which are the Ardell Demi Wispies. So I'm gonna toss all that on my face, and then I'm gonna come back to talk about some favorite face products. Alright guys, I am back. Lashes are on, bake has been dusted, and we're ready to move on with our lives here. So when it comes to face products, I've been trying a lot of different ones. I'll start with contour here. I'm going to take my Lunatick Cosmetic Labs contour book. I know, I've mentioned this in like 2 or 3 favorites videos now. It's my favorite contour palette of all time. It is one of the best contour palettes I've ever run into. But I'm using a new favorite brush, which is the Royal & Langnickel Contour BMD 120. This is from the Moda collection that is found at Walmart, and it's so nice. These brushes are super, super soft. I'm loving them. I'm gonna have to go and pick up some more. I'm going to take another brush from the Moda collection. This is the powder brush. It's BMD 100. This thing is so soft. I dusted my bake off with this, and I'm going to go into my new favorite bronzer. You guys have heard me bring this up in a couple of videos so far. The Lorac Tantalizer Baked Bronzer in Matte Tan. This bronzer is beautiful. It works perfectly for people with fair to light skin tones because it's just that perfect tone to bring a little warmth to the face without making you look super, super orange. It's just got that very nice light touch of bronziness, not too harsh, not, you know, it's still pigmented, but it's not so overwhelmingly pigmented that you have to worry about using a super light hand and being really careful with it. You can just sort of mash your brush all up in here and then just go nuts with it, and it's never gonna look overdone. And from here, I actually like to apply setting spray now, and I've been really enjoying this one from Wet n Wild. This Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray is really, really nice. So I'm gonna give it a little spritz. You can add blush if you want to. I probably will do that at some point. For now, I'm content with the way things look with just bronzer and contour, but I do want to add highlight, and the highlight that I've been going for more so lately, I've been choosing between two. I'll either go with my Laura Geller Gilded Honey, which is a fantastic, like really bright, like pow metallic highlight, which is great for when I'm looking for like a warm strobe, because this is a very warm gold. But I think for today, we're gonna reach into the Sun Dipped Glow Kit. I have 3 of these glow kits. I don't have Moonchild or the Candy Sweet, whatever, the candy themed one. And of the 3, this is the one that I use the most, or that I find myself gravitating toward, because it's got a lot of a big variety of colors that are going to flatter a lot of different skin tones. So I'm taking my e.l.f. fan brush, and we're gonna dip into a little bit of Summer and a little bit of Moonstone, just mixing those two together. We're just gonna dust that on the very tippy tops of our cheeks. I think I am content with the way things are right now. I don't feel the need to really add any blush. I think we're looking good. So we're just gonna move into lips. So there's a couple of different things I've been liking. Obviously, I've been using my Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipsticks, which I know Reddit will just have my head on a plate for, but at the same time, it's sort of like I have them now, so I'm not very well just gonna not use them because I already have them, you know, the money's been paid, the check's in the mail on that one, so I might as well use what I have while I have it, if that makes sense. So there's a couple of different shades that would go great with this look. You could go with Celebrity Skin for a nice easy nude. You could go with Weirdo, which is one of my favorites. It's the black. A black lip will always look great with this. That would also be a great way to transition this look from daytime to nighttime, is you could wear a nude during the day and then swap it out for a black in the evening. I've also been enjoying these from Bite Beauty, this little tin. I've seen it be talked about on YouTube a few times. I don't know what it's called. I'll put it down below if I can, but it's this set of 4 little lipsticks, and these have just been really, really cute. I brought them with me when I went to Pennsylvania, and it was really convenient to just have all of these all in one place. My personal favorite has been Honeycomb, which is this sort of pale, kind of more brown toned nude. It's definitely more brown than the others, so I'll go ahead and try this on for you guys. And there you go, there's Honeycomb. Really beautiful basic nude. It sort of just settles into the background and meshes with the look really well. If you wanted to bring a little definition to the outsides, you could always use a sort of neutral toned lip liner. I don't have any on hand at the moment, but this is just a very, very simple, easy way to sort of round out this look and still make it look very natural. They end up looking really, really nice and feeling very comfortable and moisturizing, but at the same time, it feels like they're not gonna go anywhere, you know what I mean? I don't feel like this is gonna bleed outside of my lip line and go everywhere. You guys know me, I'm a goth kid at heart, and I'm going to go ahead and put on some Weirdo for you guys. And there you go, and you can see just how almost wearable this black lip looks with this cool toned eye. It sort of just balances the eyes out very nicely because the eyes are very soft and very understated, so you can sort of go the extra mile and really go crazy with your lip color because the eyes are soft enough that everything's gonna balance out in the end. So there you go, guys. That is the finished look using products that I've been using a ton lately. I hope you guys saw some new products in here. I know I'm a creature of habit. I tend to use a lot of the same products over and over and over again, but once I find something that works, I don't really feel the need to deviate from that. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, let's do some awkward posing. Awkward posing. Looking down. Looking forward. Looking fierce. That's about it from me, you guys. I hope you found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining. If you did, there's a button for that. Spank that like button in the butt. You know it deserves it. And if you want to see more from me, subscribe and become a member of the faithful today. I put out new videos every Sunday, sometimes Monday, depending on how slow my internet is. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching and joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Toodles!